This week, we see a new way to see what it means to be blessed. Hi, friends. This is Pastor Pete Seiferth from Northminster Church in Tucson. Tucson's back behind me. I'm here on Mount Lemmon today, and I'm here to do what we're doing in these midweek videos, and that is to review together what we covered on Sunday, so the lesson can take root in your everyday walk with Jesus. This past Sunday, we heard his first lesson, Jesus' first lesson in his master class called the Sermon on the Mount. And in Matthew 5, 2 through 12, we hear the Beatitudes. Jesus describes in the Beatitudes what it's like when a life is shaped by God's grace. Now, as I'm here on Mount Lemmon, the top of it, you can see these amazing views behind me. Being on the top of a mountain does some things to change your perspective. Jesus uses being on the mountain with his disciples as an opportunity to really consider what a blessed life is. The Beatitudes aren't just a list of spiritual super achievements or virtuous boxes to check. Instead, they describe the character that forms in those who place their lives in Jesus' hands. We are poor in spirit because we know our need for God. We mourn because sin grieves us. We find comfort in God's mercy. We become meek and teachable, hungry for righteousness, merciful, pure in heart. We become peacemakers. And even when following Christ brings persecution, Jesus says, rejoice, because our reward is great in heaven. This sounds upside down from what the world would call blessed. But the good news is that in God's kingdom, the blessing isn't about what we achieve, it's about what we receive by grace. As Paul says in 1 Corinthians chapter 1, God chooses the weak, the lowly, the ones who know they need him, so that we boast not in ourselves, but in the Lord. That's why the Beatitudes aren't just a description of Jesus' followers. They're a portrait of Jesus himself. And as we follow Jesus, his character is formed in us. To keep leaning into this during the week, don't forget about our Closer Connections guide. We provide it on the back of your Sunday sermon notes, or they're available for download on our website or the YouVersion app. Lean in closer with God through 15 minutes in your favorite chair. Daily meditation in God's Word. Lean in closer with others through the discussion guide that you can use with family, friends, or maybe in your own personal reflection and journaling. And lean into reaching your world by praying for those on your Reach prayer list. I encourage you this week, spend time with God, with others, and pray for those who are on the front row of your life. And let the Beatitudes become not just words on a page of the Bible, but a way of life shaped by grace. I pray you have a blessed week, and I hope to see you on Sunday.